straight.
This is my boobs are hanging low. Hey, Katie Ramey here from Sisi Dira, and I'm with Laurie Halleck, who's been our makeup artist for years. And we've always said at Sisi Dira that we're gonna be honest with you, all on no makeup. Well, we're gonna get even more honest because Laurie's gonna teach us a trick on how to cover up fever blisters.
All right, well first.
I'm gonna zoom in on your mouth. Sorry.
3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yes, I have a nasty fever blister. It hurts like heck, so we brought in the professional.
I think the first thing we should talk about too is also many people get fever blisters. I know we call it a fever blister. Sometimes it's from the sun, sometimes your lips are too chapped.
Check.
Yep, dehydrated, stressed.
Double check.
So, 2 things to know about when you are covering up something like this is that if it is open, if it is, how do I say this? If it's wet,
Scabby.
if it doesn't look like the makeup is
oozy.
gonna stick to it, it's probably not gonna stick to it. So the best thing to do before you are going out and you do need to cover it up is to make sure that you wash it and disinfect it and then pat it dry. The drier it is, the easier you're gonna have to cover it up. We're gonna use a color correction palette. It is a simple color theory. So pimples, fever blisters, rosacea, anything red on your face, green is gonna cover it.
Hold on, so red cancels green, green cancels red. Okay.
You wanna make sure that you're only correcting where the discoloration is. We keep calling it a blister.
Call it what it is.
Call it what it is, all right, so here we go. We are literally just tapping the green color corrector right over the top of the red.
So far, what I've discovered is I've always done it wrong. So, the more you know.
So now I'm just taking a softer, like fluffier brush and just going right to the edges of where I put the green and just blending it out a little bit so that we have a nice, soft, feathered line. Concealers, everybody has a favorite, everybody has a different type. There's obviously plenty of options.
It's really dependent upon the person's skin,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Okay.
If you have oilier skin, you might want to use.
I had oilier skin like 25 years ago.
We all had oilier skin 25 years ago. It was called being young. Exactly. I'm going back in with my fluffier brush. The reason why we're patting it and stippling it is because you don't want to remove the green from underneath. You just want to apply the color over the top. This is going to be a touch lighter than the skin tone, and that is the same as you would do under your eyes if you were concealing as well. You never want your concealer to be the same color as your foundation.
Explain what that is.
That's a good question. No, I'm just kidding. So essentially by putting a lighter color underneath, you have concealed that without causing this thick, dark spot of makeup on your face.
Drawing the eye to it.
Yes. Now you're never gonna be able to correct the texture, but if you color correct it, again, what you're doing is making sure that we draw the eye away from it. The other trick I wanna show you, there's usually a color in almost every color corrective wheel that is sort of like a rosy color or like a dark peach. And what we wanna do is take a little bit of that color. It's lighter than the red that is actually on Katie's lip. And what we're basically doing is we're replicating your natural lip color so that it blends in with the natural lip and we don't see the dark red from the fever blister. So I'm gonna have you open just a little. We're gonna put a little bit of that rosy color. I don't know, maybe we should ask our audience, but you can't really even see it. I can't see it and I'm standing right here.
And I can't see it because I don't have a mirror.
Because you don't wear a lot of makeup, and we like to be a little bit more natural, especially because we want to show that you can do this without having a heavy face. I am actually using a colored powder. It's going to give us that color that we need to cover the lighter foundation. Blending so that it's flawless into the skin. You can even bring it out a little bit more the more you blend out away from the fever blister, or again, this technique can be used with acne. You're just drawing your eye away from it. So I'm just going to take a little chapstick. The trick is you want to moisturize. It's going to make your color go on much more seamless. So I'm just going to go back in with either my pink pencil or the lip gloss And again, we're just mimicking the natural color of her lip to cover the blister. You obviously want to be gentle. The pencil worked great for bringing our line back. And I'm just going to use a little bit of lip gloss, smooth this out a bit. And now we have pink lips again and a covered fever blister. Voila, that's simple.
All right, so for all you Sisi sisters that have the same plight as I do with the fever blister, we're gonna list the products that Laurie used below so you can recreate her solves. Anyway, thank you, Laurie.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys, and we will talk later.